Hey everybody, Cowlazars here, Treasure Hunt Amusement Park. And today we want to go over how to make a treasure hunt part two, plus a warning. But first, I wanted to tell everybody Happy New Year. I believe this is the first video. Well, no, actually I went live yesterday, my first actual video of 2024. We all got sick over here. We all had the stomach flu. Had to go take the kids to school today. Had to go pick them up because they were still sick. I got over it. Christy's slowly getting there. One thing we do want to let everybody know is that Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific is we're going to do the panel that we were going to do. That's in 2 days. So if you are scheduled to be on the panel, we hope you can make it Thursday at our normal time. And then this Saturday, also at I believe it's 6 p.m., is the poker tournament. We're going to do a fun Poker Stars poker tournament for the searcher community. And Copper Dan's giving up a piece of his artwork, and we're giving up one of the gold flakes from the treasure chest as prizes. And it's absolutely free. You just have to download Poker Stars, log in, and get some free chips. So that's what's going on. What else is happening in the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park? The Franklin Key got solved. That was over there at MIT. It was below a particular tree. I haven't found out if it's buried or not, or yet. If it's buried or yet, buried or not or yet. So I'm interested in the solution to all those ciphers. Maybe I'll even go do a video because there's 50 ciphers in that book, 50 plus. So it'd be interesting to see what the solution is to all of them for those of you that have not solved them yourself. I know a couple people were just stuck on a couple. A couple people were just stuck on a couple. Is that a spoonerism? No, I don't think it is. Um, so first the warning, and then I'll get to the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park. So I get an email the other day, and it says Boss All Treasure. And I'm like, oh, cool. Boss All Treasure is on the stack of books over here. I worked on it a little bit. So I was like, oh, let me see what this is. Check it out. You guys can read that. So it's an email. This is to Cowlazars. It's at gmail.com. It's an email to from the Boss All Treasure. Two photos to you from the Boss All Treasure. I'm assuming you should remember these photos, the first one in particular. And I go to click on it. I'm like, well, wait a minute. It says jxoxs.com regards the Boss All Treasure. I'm like, who's this from? So I go up here and it's david.cruz at alumnos.usalp.edu. I mean, it's nonsensical. And then I go to my personal email and I have the same thing. Two photos from the Boss All Treasure, except this time it's from 3376 at bisuae.ae. And again, it's a link and it's spam. But what I wanted to show you, I mean, everybody gets spam. That's just the way of the world. But I wanted to show you is they're putting in the subject line something that's familiar to me. And I was wondering if anybody else got this, the Boss All Treasure or any other treasure hunt. Um, these knuckleheads that are out here that want to try and infect your computer, don't click on any link unless it's from me. If it's from me, it's okay. But don't click on any link unless you know who it's from. But they somehow knew to put the Boss All Treasure in the subject line is interesting to me because usually this stuff is all automated. It's all bots. Some troll out there has let this stuff out on the world. Now, unless this is actually from a searcher, well, that's a bad thought. Anyway, I'm not going to go that far. I don't think it's from a searcher. So what am I going to get next? Like the beacon star hint in the subject line, and then it's something else. Um, there we go. So even more emails. So yeah, I just wanted that's the warning is to watch out what you get in the mail. Watch out the links that you click on. Don't click a link if you don't know who it's from. And a lot of times it'll say it's from so and so. Look at the actual email address. And when it's nonsensical, it's spam. Or it could even be worse and could be malicious. Um, I did put the call out to my email list saying who's interested in a new treasure hunt for 2024. That would be me and Capro's treasure hunt. And thank you to everybody who's responded that said yes, keep me updated, put me on the mailing list, meaning email list. So again, if you are interested in the details, if you want to be the first that to get details on our treasure hunt and to be able to pre-order it, etc., Cowlazars at gmail.com, setting up a separate list just for the upcoming treasure hunt. Um, and thank you to everybody who has responded. A couple of you out there who Nice. More spam from Kpro. Uh, yeah. So let me know if you're interested in that. We are hard at work on that treasure hunt. And the last thing is how to create a treasure hunt part dose. There's two things I want to bring up. Cape one's very important to Kpro, one's very important to me and Kpro. The first one is a couple of people on the first how to create a treasure hunt video. They said, if it's in Vegas, I'm in. Well, that's great for the people in Vegas, but what about all our friends over there on the East Coast? So that's the question: is do you put out the actual treasure? You find it, you get to keep it. It's just that simple. You put out a proxy item, you find it, you turn it in, you get the real treasure. Or do you do a virtual hunt? So the epic ones, Masquerade and the Thrill of the Chase, they actually put it out there. Uh, the golden hair in Masquerade was buried. The book, if deciphered properly, would take you to it. You dig it up. Or Sven's treasure, was it buried? Was it not buried? I'll let you, the searcher community, decide that. But it was there, buried up to the lid, and the lid had was covered in debris, is what we all believe. And if you found it, you got to keep it. Problem was that with that is I don't think either one of those guys knew that if somebody found it and took it, they wouldn't have known unless that person let them know, which is a problem. I think when a treasure hunt's over, that should be communicated to everybody. Proxy item is better because when a searcher finds it, they have to turn it in to get the actual prize, whatever that is. And that way the creator can let everybody know it's over. The proxy's been found. But wherever that proxy is in the country, if it's here in Vegas, well, what about our friends in, Ohio and Maine and Florida? I mean, are they going to come all the way out here for a treasure? Maybe. Depends on the prize. But the other ways, I'm from Michigan. What if I go hide it in Detroit? Number one, who wants to go to Detroit to look for it? And number two, what about all our friends here on the West Coast? So that brings us to the virtual aspect. Apocrypha, our friends Nick and Lisa, they did a successful treasure hunt. Apocrypha was solved in about 6 months. Theirs was a virtual. You emailed the answer. Once you solved the puzzles in the book, you emailed the answer. And that winner, that person who was declared the winner, was then given the prize. So I want to hear from the community, want to hear from the patrons of the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park. What do you guys think? Bury the actual treasure, not bury, hide the actual treasure, proxy item, or virtual. I mean, there's pros and cons. I love the idea of going on an actual boots on the ground for you guys to take your kids to get out, kind of like what Forrest said, experience the outdoors and to go look for a physical proxy. But then I think of Xavier Marks and I think of all the people that went to Chicago to look for it and they weren't even in the right state. Did they have fun? Did they experience the thrill of the chase? Or were they frustrated once it has become known that it's actually in New York? And the virtual option. I think you get more people to participate if it's virtual because everybody all over the world can participate. As long as you have an internet connection, you can email in the answer, what you think it is. And eventually there'll be a winner who has the correct answer and they would get the prize. So what do you guys think? Do a little vote down in the comments. Physical, proxy, or virtual. And then the other thing, which is very important to Kpro, is when you put out a treasure hunt, have one central location where you put out updates, you put out hints, clues, and also you have to put out errata. And none of these treasure hunts are perfect. You have to put out, if there's a mistake in the book or something you want to clarify, there's got to be one place where everybody knows to go to get that information. So a lot of the hunts, they're on YouTube and they're also on Facebook and they're also on Instagram. And you kind of have to check all three. I can think of a couple treasure hunts that are doing that. And that kind of makes Kpro not happy with those treasure hunts because she's like, why can't there just be one place? The easiest place would probably be a website. Whatever the name of our treasure hunt is, just do that website.com. And that's where everything is you need to go. You don't have to go anywhere else. Now, me and Kpro are on YouTube. We're going to do YouTube videos about it. So maybe YouTube would be the place for us, for me and her, because we make videos every week and we would make them on this treasure hunt. So, but if we do that, can you also put stuff on Instagram? Can you also put stuff in a Facebook? We have the Grand Adventure on Facebook. What about Thor? Can we put stuff on Thor? Not everybody's on Thor. So does it have to be in all places simultaneously for everybody to get to it? So these are the problems that come up with these treasure hunts. And we want to do a bigger one. We don't want to do a popcorn hunt. We want to do a bigger one. We want everybody to have fun with it. We want everybody to participate, and we want there to be no issues. So we're trying to stop the little things that irritate people. We're trying to do a hunt that doesn't include those things. So what are your thoughts? Email me, cowlazars@gmail.com. And yeah, definitely email me if you want to be notified on the updates for our upcoming treasure hunt. All I can say at this point is we hope it comes out in 2024. That's about all I can say. So thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year and stay safe. We'll see you next time. We'll see you Thursday for the panel, 6 p.m. We're going to do the panel. And then if we don't see you then, we'll see you Saturday for the Poker Stars tournament.